All right, welcome, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the conference so far as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the signing of the Agile Manifesto. My name is Fadi Stephan. I'm a certified Scrum trainer and Agile coach with Kaizenko, and I help organizations and teams transform, innovate, and deliver. One of the most common questions that students in my certified Scrum Master class ask is, how do I get a job as a Scrum Master? So what I'm going to share with you today are 3 steps for landing your first Scrum Master job. What's important to note is that certification on its own is not enough. The Certified Scrum Master class is just a 2-day class and has no prerequisites. Completing the class and passing the exam does not make you a Scrum expert, and having the certification on its own is not going to be enough for you to get hired. What the certification does show is that you have enough interest in the topic to invest and learn about Scrum fundamentals, and that you are ready to start your journey. So what else do you need? Let's talk through that. Step 1 is obviously you need experience. Now, to gain experience is going to be a bit challenging. Most organizations won't hire you if you don't have the experience, and then you can't gain the experience if you are not hired. So what do? Well, first you want to try and get that experience as a member of the Scrum development team. Don't just focus on Scrum Master opportunities. Start out by being a member of the Scrum development team and find a position that best suits your skill sets. That might be as an analyst, as a designer, as a developer, as a tester, whatever matches your current skill sets. That's a great way to start, right? Scrum experience is better than no experience, and joining a Scrum team is a great way to gain that experience. Ideally, there's an experienced Scrum Master on that team that you can shadow and learn from. I've seen analysts and designers successfully transition into becoming awesome Scrum Masters. Now, if your organization is not currently doing Scrum, it's going to be on to you to start introducing some elements of Scrum. You can start by trying to make the work a little bit more visible, set up a task board, run daily scrums to coordinate your work. You can later on try to introduce sprints and deliver at the end of every sprint. Make sure you have a deliverable, then go through retrospectives and try to improve the process until you can eventually engage the business and try to get a product owner that's going to create and maintain a product backlog and get engaged in your sprint reviews to regularly provide you with feedback. Now, if you can't do that or you're currently unemployed, think of volunteer opportunities in the community or in a nonprofit organization. Right now, if you're volunteering, try to apply Scrum to deliver on the project that you're working on. You will not only help deliver on the mission, but you'll also gain valuable experience. And when you're doing a job interview or in your resume, you can reference how you leverage Scrum in a non-professional work setting, and that's still valid. It's still very valuable. All right. Now, second thing we're going to do is continuing education. I don't generally recommend you jump into the advanced classes at this time. I think you should gain work experience first, but you do need to continue learning via reading books, blog posts, presentations, and so forth. Some of my recommendations are Essential Scrum by Ken Rubin. I really recommend this book. I think it's a good book if you're kind of first starting and want to get a more comprehensive look at things. You want to read and watch presentations on InfoQ. It has blog posts, recordings, video recordings of presentations, a good resource there. Join the Scrum Alliance or the Agile Alliance. They both run conferences throughout the year, and they're just really great events and a great way of learning. And if you want, you can follow Kaizenko, both on LinkedIn and Twitter, and you can stay in touch of interesting and relevant upcoming events. Third, we're going to talk about is networking. Networking is going to be essential, not just for a Scrum Master job, but typically for any job. Your odds of getting an interview are going to be much higher if somebody's referring you to that opportunity versus you kind of randomly applying online. The best way to network is to join a local Scrum user group. I run the DC Scrum user group. Right now, it is virtual. It's online, so anybody can join. But even if it's not virtual, you can find a local user group that's near you. Most of these are on Meetup, so you can go to Meetup and find one that's convenient to you. You can also check out the Scrum Alliance, check out the resource pages. You just put in your zip code and it'll list Scrum Alliance affiliated groups that are near you that you can take advantage of and go and network. Now, user groups are great because not only are you going to continue learning, right, which is what we just talked about, but it'll help you establish a network of agilists, people that are in the field that you can meet, network with, maintain contact. And when an opportunity does pop up, they will then think of you and refer you to that opportunity, and you'll have a much better chance at getting the interview and getting the job by having that internal connection. All right, and that is it. 3 steps, remember, experience, try to get it first as a team member, or start introducing slowly elements of Scrum, or do it via volunteering. Keep reading blog posts, books, conferences, and so forth so that you can continue your education. And most importantly, network via joining a local user group. Hope this was helpful. Feel free to reach out if you need help with training and coaching and career advice even. Here is my contact info, and hope that we stay in touch. Take care, everybody.